Hello, everyone. My name is Kanushri. I'm your co host today. Before we dive into our MYP Math Masterclass, MYP 5 Math Success Path from Formula to Score 7 Fluency Masterclass, I'd like to take a moment to introduce you to the organization making this session possible. Let's Unbound. Let's Unbound is dedicated to empowering students across more than 25 countries by fostering STEM skills, life skills, and readiness. Our mission is to help students achieve their life skills by 18 and life goals by 35 through personalized learning and mentorship. With programs ranging from skill development, gifted test, college prep to Ivy League readiness, Let's Unbound has taught over 4,000 students, conducted more than 125,000 hours of teaching, earned a global 4.9 out of 5 rating. By combining innovative teaching methods with strong mentorship, Let's Unbound helps students realize their potential and make a positive impact on the world. So, as we begin today's masterclass, remember you're building skills that will help you excel far beyond the test in college, career, and life. Over to you, Bhavalakshmi.
Yes, Kanashri. Thank you so much for that wonderful introduction. Hello, all. Welcome back to Let's Unbounce Masterclass. And this time we come up with the masterclass on MYP Math. So let me share my screen. Yes, I hope it is visible to everyone. So today our mantra is going to be from formula to score 7 fluency. So of course, most of you might be in MYP 5 or like towards like end of your MYP. You will be having an e-assessment coming up this year, right? And some of you might be in MYP 4 or 3. So yes, for everyone, this session will bring some really helpful insights. So be sure you're ready with the pen and paper to take down the notes. And yes, in this session, I will walk you through a past year problem that is basically from e-assessment. So how to write your answer so that you will reach that perfect 7, right? So let's get started. And before that, I will quickly explain. So what is MYP? It's curriculum, all this stuff. So what is MYP? This is a middle years program from International Baccalaureate Curriculum, and it is designed for students who ages from 11 to 16. So basically, we can relate it with grade 6 to 10 uh, with other curriculums. Now, what we focus here, not only in math, every subject. So MIP focuses on conceptual understanding and real world application. So whatever concept you learn, so you will have that core understanding, and also you should be able to apply that in some real world context. And then this MYP 5, all the contents you're learning in math, it's going to be a foundation for your IB diploma program. Either you're taking an AI, that is application interpretation, or you're taking analysis and approaches. So this is going to be the foundation for it. So yes, we have to take this serious. And mostly our MIP 5 questions, even in your worksheets, school worksheets, or whatever test you have taken so far, you might have seen this. It's not just kind of a repetitive questions that we can see, but it's every questions will be having some new concepts, like global context will be there, and you will have simulations, right? So when you explore a questions, you will be investigating a pattern, you will analyze that, right? So you will come to a conclusion, you will communicate your response, right? So this is an important part where we have to spend a lot of time in this particular section, right? So now, so MIP 5 mathematics have two parts. So one is standard and the other one is extended. So standard mathematics, it's about core understanding, and extended is like we will just go deeper into the topic, whichever concept we learn. So we will go more deeper in that. And let me give you a comparison on this. Some of you might be in standard, and some of you might have taken extended math. So yes, core understanding. in your standard and advanced reasoning. So your questions will be like mostly the final part, around seventh question or 6, 7, 8 will have this difference. So advanced reasoning, the way you have to justify. So we'll have some higher standards here. And essentials topics alone we will do here. But in extended, you will have some extra challenges twisted like that. And here, practical fluency. You learn a concept, and in some practical, like most common real life situations, you should able to solve this. But here, the concepts will be, of course, real life modeling will be there, but you should think abstract way, right? And if you have taken MYP 5 standard, you will be, this is not an IB rule like standard. Who takes standard MYP will go for SL level, but this is the recommendations that most school will do. So if you are in standard, you can go like in your DP level, you can go for SL or SL for it, either AI or AE. And if you have taken extended mathematics, then this prepares you for HL level, higher level in your DP JET, right? So may I know how many of you might be from standard or extended? You can type S or E if you're from MYP. If you're not, like which one you want to take, standard or MYP, E, extended. Can you send me a quick chat? Let me see. How many of you in standard? Okay, Ria is from standard. Extended, okay. Amit is from extended math. Okay, I got 2 responses, and yes. So this is the comparison as we see here. So extended goes one step deeper, but the concepts will be same. We will be learning all concepts. So one more step is what extended is. And yes, let's move to next part. So understanding IB math framework. So we have these 4 important things. One is reasoning. So not just formulas, you should able to reason it out, whatever like you're working in math, you should show the reasoning. And modeling. Many places a situation will be given, we should model that, we should investigate that pattern. So modeling is another important part, and communication. Yes. So in modeling, we will have an answer. So we solve a problem and bring a solution, but how you communicate that matters the most. So it is one of the important criteria where the score 6 to 7, right? So the communication will be the lag. So we will see how to communicate your answer. You know how to work this and all, but how to communicate your answer, it's very crucial part here. And the last one is application. Yes, most of our questions will be application based. It will start with simple knowledge, conceptual understanding, but as going for different subdivisions, somewhere you will have this application. So you should able to apply whatever the concepts you learn, right? And next. So these are the common topics we have in our MYP math. So numbers, I'm just telling some important topics: exponents, surds, standard form of a number. So this will not be a separate question like numbers. Many of the algebraic, like trigonometric questions, they might have included the standard form. So in that, it will be incorporated like that. So algebra, you should able to understand, like you should able to apply model linear, quadratic, and exponential functions. Apart from this, we will do exponential comes means like extended people, you will be doing logarithmic manipulation when you're solving. And geometry, trigonometry, of course, we will do the trigonometric modeling, sine, cosine, tangent, and angles, identities, and then yes, mostly application problems will be there here. And statistics is probability models, averages, mean, median, mode, cumulative frequency, and this statistics concept will also be interrelated with algebra. Sometimes it is spotted in previous year questions. And then functions, the main important part is understanding the key features of the functions you're learning, like linear, quadratic, exponential, and transformation of graphs. This is very important part. and modeling. Of course, every function you learn, we will have that, we will have some real life context connected with that. So we will model it. So these are the 5 main streams in math and the focusing, the topics we focus here. Right. And then coming to the assessment. So how you are assessed? So there will be school-based internal tasks given to you. It depends upon the school you are at. And for example, e-portfolio, like you have to create portfolios, your leadership skills, all this will be assessed. And our external assessment, this will be a 2-hour digital exam. So e-assessment, and it will be like every one of you will be individually assessed here, and your grading will be done globally. And here we should focus on conceptual and also application problems. A formula sheet will be provided, and many other features are there in your e-assessment. So we will see this here. So there will be short response and also extended response towards, like if you have question number 6 and you have 8 parts in that. So the final 4 parts will have that extended response. The first 1 or 2, 3, it's very basic understanding or able to apply. So those kind of criterions will be tested. So totally there will be 100 marks. Real world inquiry based problems will be there. So even I can say that e-assessment, it's not like a test. You will be learning a lot from that. After your test, you will have some new things in your mind. So you will think every response will be different, right? So this itself a learning journey, the e-assessment itself. So we will have that kind of questions, inquiry-based questions will be there. And here, so what are the features you have? Some of you might have taken a mock test if you are in MYP 5. So your e-assessment will be completely in digital way, and it will be protocol. So how you will be typing these steps. If you have to show the steps, if they mention, you have to show it by typing it. And there will be drag and drop, cut and paste, copy and paste features will be there. Yes, the real world applications or investigating patterns, right? There will be videos, scripts, or animations will be provided. And you can just, there will be control given to you. You can just investigate it by playing it, replaying it, pausing that video or animations, those kind of things. And then interaction with animation and simulations. But yes, it's a 2 hours time. We can't spend much time there. You can interact with animations there. And also a calculator will be there, graphing calculator, then formula sheet, geometrical mostly areas like surface area, all this will have a formula. So you can click that, I think to your right, it will be there. You can use it. So many features are there, and all you have to manage is understand your, like, don't spend much time on simulations. So use your features effectively. Sometimes we don't want calculator, right? Sometimes we need. So we have to decide that, and in 2 hours we should complete our test. Timer also will be running there. Yes. And next. So coming to our main goal criteria. So in mathematics, like every subject have all these 4 criteria. So criterion A is knowing, understanding. You are learning a concept, you know what the concept is, and you understand the concept clearly. And the maximum mark tested here for this criterion, every criterion is equally given 8, right? And then investigating patterns, maximum marks will be 8. Communicating, there will be 8. And applying in real world, that is the criterion, that also will be 8. So MYP 5 math, the criterion scores is 8, but IB grading level will be 7, right? So for so totally how much maximum criterion marks you can get in your MYP 5 e-assessment is 32, right? So if you get 32, like all the other subjects, right? So it will be assessed. And based on that, there will be IB grading level. And let me show you this. So if you got 28 to 32, 32 is maximum. So you will be graded in 7 in your IB scale, right? 24, like it's an excellent mastery. And 24 to 27, it's 6, very good. And 19 to 23, it's 5, it's good. Most of you will fall into this stage, even in your, if you're doing your mock test and all. So you will be in this category. And moving from 5 to 6, 6 to 7 needs focus, courage, and well-planned practice, all be this, right? And then 15 to 18 is satisfactory, but we need to work on that. 10 to 14 is limited, so there is a lot of lack in learning, right? In learning journey. And 5 to 9, it's basic. 0 to 4, it's very limited. So this is total score in IB grade description. So yes, and in this today, in our master class, we are all going to aim for to reach that perfect 7 today, right? I hope most of you might have the same goal, right? Reaching 7. Yes, how many of you can raise your hand? We have that feature. Or you can, if you didn't have, you can send, you can show your reactions. Yes, you want 7, right? Okay, Ria, Amit needs 7. Okay, cool. Others also, I think, right? That's great. So that's a super goal. And yes, definitely we can achieve it. And that's what I want to show you in today's masterclass. So here, coming to this, the 7 code, your formula for fluency. So not just formula, right? How to get that fluency stage. So I have this 3-step, 3-word mantra. So that is what actually MYP assessment, like examiner want that, right? So you have to understand, you should able to apply, and you're telling something means you should able to justify that, communicate it clearly. So understand, apply, and justify. If you practice these 3 things thoroughly, then for sure 7 is very easy score that you can get, right? So understand, I hope most of you can do it. Application also. This justification part will make you fluctuate from 5 to 6, 6 to 7, like that. So, but we need a consistent of all this. Not only in single problem you're doing all this, but in every 8 or 7 problems, you should able to cover all this. And yes, so I will walk you through a sample problem today. We will see that. So we will explore a past year math problem and what kind of criteria are being tested and how a level 7 answer looks, right? Mostly you need communication and how to present your answers, right? So yes, we are going to explore a problem. I hope all are ready for it. Yes. So be ready with pen and paper, and here we go. This is a past year e-assessment problem, and here we go. A body temperature changes during the day. The graph below shows a cosine curve modeling the temperature for Ingrid. So B means it's the temperature in degrees Celsius. T is the time in hours after midnight, right? And a graph is given. So this is the main description of the question. And this doesn't have any simulations, like simple graphical thing is given. Okay, so very simple, a graph is given to us. Now, getting into the first question. Ingrid knows it is best to sleep for 8 to 10 hours when her body temperature is 36.5 degrees Celsius or below. So this is what given. If it's below 36.5 or 36.5, she need to take a sleep for 8 to 10 hours. So using this, you have to suggest a sleeping schedule for Ingrid, right? So let's start solving this. Right. So where it's 36 point, your graph is below 36. So 36.5 is marked here. Below 36 is what I'm looking, and at that time I should take 8 to 10 hours sleep. So this is below 36.5, right? But it doesn't cover 8 to 10 hours. It just covers 6 hours. So I'm ignoring that. Other place you can see this time between these two timestamp, that is 36. It's below 36, his temperature. Sorry, her temperature, body temperature is below this. So when T is equal to 18 to T is equal to 30, this is the time her body temperature is below or equal 36.5 degree. So how can I convert this to time? I should give a schedule, right? So if you take this 18 hours, T means 18 hours after 12 a.m. as per the model. 18 hours after 12 a.m. means what? Actually, what time? You should able to connect it with real life, right? So what time it is? 18 hours after 12 a.m. Anyone have answer? 18 hours after 12 a.m. What's the time? Okay, let me help you out. If you know the answer, you can send me in the chat. So it is 6 p.m., right? Do you remember the railway time? So 12 a.m. they will put 00. Like after 2 hours, it's to 18 denotes 6 p.m., right? Or you can just do like 2 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours, right? Like that. This is 6 a.m. Like that, 18 will give you 6 p.m. And t is equal to 30 minutes. Okay, that will go for 6 a.m. Like it will go to midnight. So 24 is midnight, and it will be 30 will be 6 a.m. So from 6 a.m. to from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. he can sleep. But it is 12 hours, right? We should give the condition which is given is 8 to 10 hours. So don't put 6 a.m. Like if you select an option, it will show a.m.p, right? So don't put that, it will be wrong. So don't put 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. You are suggesting a 12-hour schedule. So that is where we will make a careless error. So we should be careful. It's 8 to 10 hours, you can suggest something. Don't suggest for 12 hours, right? So I can suggest so 6 p.m. no one will sleep. So you make it for 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. Again, doing it for 8. So 8 p.m. she can go to sleep. And then 8 hours you can suggest or 10 hours. So 8 p.m. to what wake up time you can decide, but it should come inside your range, like 8 to 10 hours, right? So I'm suggesting 8 to 6 p.m., right? I'm suggesting for 10. So that's like, you can give this normal 12-hour clock format, or you can use 24-hour clock format also, right? 24-hour clock means you don't want to select AM or PM. But this way you should correctly do this. So I made a mistake here. If you are listening, can you spot my error in my final answer? Let me see who can spot it. Okay, you have 30 seconds time. Who can spot the error? I did it. I think I got one response. 6, yes, very good, Ria. You're right. So if I suggest 6 p.m., it's kind of a full day, like a whole day sleeping, right? So what should I change? It's 6 a.m., right? And wait a moment. So let me change this. So it should be 6 a.m. Very good. So Ria is listening. Just a second. Good. I hope others also listen, right? So 6 a.m. I should suggest. This is the wake up time. Right. And we are moving into the next part. I hope this is clear. And next question is, an equation is given. During the day, Ingrid's body temperature can be modeled using the equation. And what is the time in hours after 12 a.m.? Same thing. Angles are in radians. So if you are using calculator, make sure it is in radian. Write down the time when Ingrid's body temperature is at a maximum and a minimum. Okay. So I need a time where her temperature, body temperature is maximum and minimum. So we need to solve for this. We have to solve this. So let's go. So first understand what kind of graph we have. We have a cosine graph, right? So usually cosine will attain maximum like this. Cosine will start at maximum. At pi, it will go to minimum. This is what your cosine, right? At pi, it will have minimum. 0 and 2 pi, it will have max. But this is just y equal to cos x. But am I modeling that with y equal to cos x? No, a negative is there. So reflected one is what I'm modeling it. So y equal to negative cos x is what I should take. So let me change it. So I'm doing negative cos x. So the graph will also change. Negative cos x means you will be reflecting it. So it will be something. You reflect it, you will see. So I'm not going to entirely take this new graph and doing it. So you just compare it with the main cosine graph, and negative coefficient is what matters. This will test your understanding. Or you just memorize, okay, cos means 1 is maximum. No, not like that. So this red one is what I'm going to compare. So negative cos x will attain maximum at pi, minimum at 0 and 2 pi, right? So coming to this, I need the time. I want to calculate t. So what I'm going to do is cos pi by 12. First, I need maximum. Will attain. So, okay, I will not take cos. It will give you angle, right? We need time. So I will write cos, the pi by 12t. The input should be pi, right? So you can cancel for pi and you got t equal to 12. T equal to 12 means what? 12 hours after 12 a.m., which is 12 noon, correct? So maximum temperature will be at 12 noon. Okay, 12 noon means what? You will select AM or PM? You should select PM. Midnight means AM. Okay. So next one is minimum will be attained at 0 and 2 pi. You can solve both, you will get the same answer. So pi by 12, t equal to 0 means your t is going to be 0. 0 hours after 12 a.m. means you are at 12 a.m. only. So 12 a.m. and select AM. Okay. What if I solve with 2 pi? That is also gives minimum, right? So pi by 12t equal to 2 pi. And you can cancel out the pi, you will get 24. 24 hours after 12 a.m. You are in the next day, 12 a.m. Okay, I got some chat. No, Raza, this is not SAT math, it is MYP math. But still, this will help you. You can listen to this session. We are anyways doing some trigonometric things. Okay, coming to 24 also, it will suggest you 12 a.m. only. Hope this is clear. Right. So I think we can move to next part. Right. So here we are not showing our work, but all these things you should do it in your background. And so the negative cos x is one important thing which is being tested. If you are wrong there, entirely it will be wrong. Right. And moving on to next. During the day, Ingrid's body temperature can be modeled using the equation. Yeah, same thing, but we are going to find amplitude and period of this. For sure, this amplitude and period, we can do it for sinusoidal functions, right? So how will you find amplitude? So there is a general transformed sine function. Sinusoidal function, either it's cos or something. A cos bx plus c. Cos x means it's a pure parent function. If you do multiply by a, multiply your x with b, add c. So you're doing a lot of transformation. This is how it works. And this modulus of a will give you amplitude. This is a concept. You should know this. It's again criterion A being tested. Modulus A is amplitude. So what is amplitude? Send me in chat. And I will also give you the clue for period. How to find period is, what is the OG period of your cosine graph? Your cosine's original period is 2 pi, right? Divided by whatever your B coefficient, you should divide. Okay, now you're going to send me what is amplitude and what is period. You have, I can give you 1 minute maybe, or 45 seconds. Come on, send me in the chat. This you should know, and you should able to apply this. Who's ready? I think many of you here. Come on. Amit, Raja, Ria. Do you have answers? Yes, you can do this very simple. At least send one, maybe amplitude. No one? Okay, no problem. I will tell you. Maybe this might be new and I got one response. Oh, tough. No problem, Amit. Let's do. So what I said, modulus, absolute value of A will be amplitude. So what is A in your equation? This is A, this is B, and this is C, right? Whatever it's multiplied before your cos, right? That is this. So it's very simple. If you take absolute value, absolute means what? It will be just removing the negative. So it's just 0.5. Okay, and the common error is student will put negative 0.5. Amplitude cannot be negative, right? And period is 2 pi divided by b. We have to be careful with the dividing 2 pi by 12. Lot of divisions, right? So you do this 2 pi, divide change to multiply, pi by 12, you need to flip 12 by pi. Pi cancel, t is 24. So period is 24, right? So same pattern will repeat for next day also, correct? So 24 hours means one day completed. Again from new date, same thing. That is what period actually means. Hope this is clear, right? Yes. And we are moving to next part. Determine the value of maximum and minimum temperatures. So we have this body temperature equation. Let me write it. Negative 0.5 cos pi by 12t plus 36.5. Previously, we did at what time maximum minimum temperature will be there. But now we are going to find what is that maximum temperature. Is it 40 or 50? It's kind of that. I need the temperature now. So let's solve this. Okay, coming to maximum. When you're like this negative cos x again, y equal to negative cos x, if I'm just drawing to explain this to you, will attain maximum at pi, minimum at 0 and 2 pi. So for maximum body temperature, you should substitute cos pi value. Okay, don't substitute all this here. It will be very tough. So negative 0.5. What is cos pi is you should apply. Okay, related with your parent function. That will cos pi plus 36.5. So cos pi value is negative 1, or you can quickly use calculator. It's negative 1. Negative 0.5 into negative 1. Don't think like this. Oh, pi is there, so it's positive 1. We are comparing with the parent function. The value only, I will take it from this. But OG cos pi is what? It's negative 1. Eventually, it will be manipulated into maximum value like this. So negative will become positive 0.5 plus 36.5, which is 37. So 37 degrees Celsius is your maximum. Right? This way we can solve. Otherwise, there is some formula way also we can solve this. Right? Okay, this one. And how can you get minimum? Minimum value of the body temperature is minimum will be attained at 0 and 2 pi. You take any one, both will work. So I'm taking 0. So negative 0.5 cos 0 plus 36.5. What is cos 0? Don't see this. This is just reference. Actually, what is cos 0? It's 1. So negative 0.5 into 1. I'm so sorry. Okay. Negative 0.5, this will become negative 0.5, and this, when you solve this, you will get 36. Okay, maybe I will do it here. Negative 0.5 plus 36.5 will be simplified into 36. So minimum temperature is 36. Maximum is 37. Got it? Yeah. And we can move to next part. Calculate Ingrid's body temperature at 7:15 a.m. to the nearest 1 decimal place. So I know the equation. 7:15 a.m. is the timestamp, but you want the value of t if you want to plug into your equation. So B is negative 0.5 cos pi by 12t plus 36.5. And what should I do now? I should find what is t. Okay, don't put 7.15. It's a super wrong. Okay. So how to find the t? 7:15 a.m. is what? 7 1 by 4 hours after 12 a.m. Right? This is time. I should convert to t. Like in hours, I should convert. So 7 1 by 4 hours you can plug in, or you can put 7:25 a.m. 7.25 hours. So what is your t? T is 7.25. So this will deserve 1 mark. Okay. And then plugging in will give you 1 mark. Then final answer matters the most. I will come to that. So negative 0.5 cos pi by 12. And in place of t, I'm going to put 7.25. Okay. So when you are doing in calculator, cos input should be multiplied. Don't multiply cos pi by 12, then 7.25. Pi by 12 and 7.25 multiply, then you take cos. Okay, that matters. In calculator, you can take care, and it should be in radian mode. So first thing, it will give you, when you multiply this, and you do this in calculator, you will approximately get some answer. They're asking 1 decimal place. So don't directly from your calculator, don't do that 1 decimal place, okay? Because there is a lot of chance to make error here. So your calculator might show something like this. So take 3 decimal places as we do every time, right? Then 1 decimal place is what they're asking. Can someone tell me what if I round it to 1 decimal place, this value? Okay, I will wait for 30 seconds. Round it to 1 decimal place. What it is. Okay. Ria, Raja, Amit, you are the only 3 here. Come on. You can try. Okay, no problem. Let me reveal. So we are rounding to 1 decimal place. This is the first decimal place. So look at the next place. If it's more than 5, you add 1 to the previous one and ignore all other than that. So it's 36.7. Most of you will not do this because we always practice 3 decimal places. But read the question. And if you give this, you are losing 1 point for precision. You should be precise for what they're asking. Exactly what you, that is what you should give. Not extra. Extra can be given, but not lesser than that. Okay. So here. Next one. It is a follow-up question. Previously, we were doing body temperature time with Ingrid. Now, Ray's body temperature is given, which is 0.25 degrees Celsius higher than Ingrid's. The graph below is 2 cosine curves modeling their body temperatures. B for red for Ingrid or for blue for Ray. So we have to write down the equation modeling Ray's body temperature, right? So it's super simple. It was just vertically translated, and also they said how much? 0.25. So you're just adding 0.25 to this equation. So this will not be affected. So B is because we are not stretching. So stretch factor is not affected. And we are not touching the angles, I mean the time. Okay, I got some chat. Yes, hard questions, but still this will help us so that, yeah, you can practice more like this, right? This is where we will, these kind of questions will take you to the perfect seven. Okay, Amit? So we can do that. Initially, it will be hard, but practice will make improvement. So 36.5 and 0.25, if you add, it's 36.75. So this is not for B, this is for Ray. So you can just put R of T, that will be super. You can name this like this. So don't write without any names directly or writing. Okay. You can give some name for your model and hence calculate the first time when Ray's body temperature will reach 36.5 degrees Celsius. At what time his body temperature will reach 36.5. So you know Ray's body temperature equation, or is negative 0.5 cos pi by 12t plus 36.25, right? Sorry, 75. And you want his body temperature, or his Ray's body temperature, that is 6.5 equal negative 0.5 cos pi by 12t plus 36.75. Right, so you're plugging in, this is the first step and it will give you 1 credit. And then I'm going to subtract 36.75 because I need to isolate the. So when you do this on both sides, this will cancel. When you solve this part, you will get negative 0.25 equal negative 0.5 cos pi by 12t. And negative will cancel. Then you can divide 0.25 by this. You will get 1 by 2 equal to cos pi by 12t. Again, I need t only. So take the cos. Cos inverse 1 by 2 equal to pi by 12t. Okay. So I'm doing it here. Cos inverse 1 by 2, it's pi by 3. So you got pi by 12t on one side. This side cos inverse 1 by 2 in radian, it's pi by 3. So pi cancel, you need t equal to 12 by 3, which is 4. T equal to 4. So don't stop the answer. They ask you time. At what time it will his temperature will be 36.5, 4 hours after 12 a.m. So at 4 a.m., this is important. If you just give 4 a.m., that's fine. For the best sophisticated answer, you can give at 4 a.m., Ray's body temperature will reach 36.5 degrees Celsius for the first time. Okay. I'm just writing in simpler form. Will be 36.5 degrees Celsius for first time. Okay. So yes, this might be hard because it is from extended. Extended will not have kind of deeper things, but still most of the like first few questions we can relate it for standard, and last final parts will be for extended. Okay, and with this we have completed this. So I will quickly tell you what kind of mistakes and what kind of impact that will make. So only answers are if you don't show the working, so you will lose criterion C marks. If you ignore the context, like you just say T equal to 4, but they expect 4 a.m., that will be affecting criterion D. And leaving units like degree Celsius should be mentioned, or time means AM, PM. So this will reduces the score and precision, right? So that's for today. So how to improve, move from your 5 to 6 to 7. So we should focus on these skills: accuracy, communication, reasoning, and application. Yes, we can do, we can show the improvement step by step, like mostly accurate, mostly correct, accurate answers, and consistently precise. We should be consistent throughout from Q1 to Q7, right? And then communication, clear steps, that's okay. Structured answers, like your whatever you're giving, it should be structured, elegant, and insightful. So if you write steps and in bracket you can mention why you did this step, like that is the substitution, or you can do that. That will bring you to level 7, right? And justification, reasoning should be basic reasoning, logical, Like when someone is reading this justification, they will clearly get it. That is what will get you to level 7. And application, yes, in extended deep contextual understanding. So read your question twice, thrice, and practice more questions like this, investigating patterns, and it will take you to level 7. Right. So that's the session contents for today. Right. So if you have any questions, you can ask me. I will wait for 5 minutes. Have any questions? I can see a few of you here. Amit, Raja, and Ria. Okay, Amit, thank you so much. That's lovely feedback. Okay, yes. Okay, then thank you if you don't have any questions. So do practice kind of these questions in your before your MIPE assessment. Thank you all. Thank you. And I will leave it to Kanishri now.
Thank you so much for a wonderful session, Bobby Lakshmi. Well, we host unique AP, SAT, and IBDB masterclasses every weekend, and we'll be sending out email updates to keep you informed. Well, that brings us to the close of today's session. I will be sharing some important links in the chat box. Please feel free to save them. Okay, here they are. We look forward to welcoming you all to our upcoming events and masterclasses. Thank you once again for joining us today. Until next time, take care and keep learning.